You are live. Well,
Hi.
hello.
Hello.
Thank you to everyone for showing up to the Road Magic Music Podcast. My name is Adam Zonis, and today we've got a very excellent guest, Sarah Jayne Riley from Peterborough, Ontario. We met last year in
Yeah.
Duncan in the park during the 39 Days of July
hmm
festival, and we just hit it off. And online, I've been following her a bit and checking out her music. She is amazing. And why don't you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. Yeah. I met Adam last summer when I was hanging out in Duncan at the 39 Days of July with the awesome crew there, LJ and all the wonderful people. And I saw Trevor who was over there. So, hey, Trevor. Shout out to my Duncan friends. And so, yeah, I am a musician from Peterborough. I'm born and raised in Peterborough, and I have not always been a musician, as you see today. Before I was kind of, I always say normie.
Ooh, really?
It's probably not the right word, but yeah. So about 3 years ago, I just kind of decided to live my authentic truth and just step into this world of being a musician. And I've always been a singer and songwriter and things like that. And so I just kind of put the pedal to the metal, and I saw an opportunity to just change my whole life and everything and step into me. And yeah, so now I am a singer, songwriter, actor, producer, fashion designer, I guess.
Yeah.
Businesswoman. I say entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. It's like the rainbow, like entrepreneur.
That's what I
Of
call
business.
myself. People say,
Yeah.
what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find fun ways to try to make money.
Yeah. Exactly. Do everything you can to try to make money.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
hmm Yeah.
So, yeah, so you live in Peterborough and you're active in the community there doing a wide variety of things.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the various projects that you currently have going on?
Yeah. Totally. I really think it's important to be a part of your community, and so I'm doing different things in the community for music and film. So I participate on the board of directors for Showplace, and really trying to dig into more of the corporate world as the human resources kind of liaison there. So, as I said, my business hat.
What is
And
Showplace?
so Showplace is our sorry for those who don't live in Peterborough. It's like our 600 seater big theater venue. It's really stunning on the inside, and you'll actually see it in a music video that I filmed there that we're going to show later on.
Great.
You can see a little bit of Showplace in that video, but it's great to be doing that work. And so we're actually doing some strategic planning. So it's really cool to dig in from a business side, corporate side, in the artistic world that way. And so kind of those music videos we're going to watch later were filmed with my friends and produced with my friends at Paradigm Pictures. And with Paradigm Pictures, we're partnering to start a film office in Peterborough to try and attract bigger film productions to Peterborough, to try and make some money locally, and also tie in local businesses to the film and entertainment world as well. So there's a lot of filming happening, and so why not have it happen in our region as well? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's great. So you're part of the theater group there, and let's talk a little bit about your musical projects. You've got two on the go, is that right? Right now?
Yeah, so I have two different music projects. I have Sarah Jayne Riley. That's my, I'd say, indie pop rock project with my band. And I'm working right now in the studio with James McKenty, shout out James, and Dylan Ireland. And we are making some really cool songs that I'm really proud of right now. And as well, I have a electronic music project, and that's called Phyne, Phyne. And we're going to watch a music video later from that. It's a partnership with my friend and filmmaker, Michael Hayes, who we have partnered to make really cool electronic music, but also focus on telling a story through the music videos, through film. And so, myself and Michael and Paradigm Pictures, my friend Pavel, have been also working on a really cool film series that's filmed also it's called Ling Pioneer Village. That's like a historical village, so it's set back in historic times. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. We did that last summer. So lots of film, lots of music, lots of things.
Great. We'll talk a little bit about your other projects maybe after the first video, but let's focus. Let's focus a little bit here on your music. Let's talk a little bit about maybe, like you said a few years ago, that you decided to really follow your authentic self and become a musician. So where do you look to for inspiration for music? And can you talk a little bit about your songwriting process and what drives you and where your creative spark comes from?
Yeah. Generally, I write about my lived experience or my perception kind of the world. A lot of my lyrics do kind of have a bit of I'd say, like, just as I said, my own experience. So some of them are kind of female oriented, trying to break out of that box that a lot of females are put in with just gender norms in society, and kind of fighting back a little bit, the sit still and smile and shut up and don't say anything. That doesn't work for me. I've sat in that box for a while, and I'm taking my projects out kind of in that and exploring those themes. Also tragedy and how everyone on the planet shares the same feelings, and sadness feels the same, sorrow, grief, and that connects people throughout the world, and how as a collective we share this human experience, even though individuals have different perceptions of the world, right? Because everyone deals with the world individually.
Mm-hmm.
But we participate as a collective. So I try and kind of take those themes, my own experience, and try and weave those in and out of pop, fun rock songs.
Nice. Well, that sounds great. So we're going to watch a video here in just a moment called In the Moonlight. Can you tell us a little bit about this song and the video?
Yeah, for sure. So this is this song was recorded a few years ago, and I just made the video in the fall. And this is my latest release, and I'm very excited. I'm very proud of this music video. I had a vision of this gorgeous area that's in Peterborough, and this stunning purple velvet dress, and we made a beautiful music video. And just shout out to all my friends and family who helped me make this video. It's wonderful, and I'm really proud of it.
Okay, let me just pull it up here. Share screen, In the Moonlight, share, and full screen. And here we are, In the Moonlight by Sarah Jayne Riley.
Oh, I've had so many good chances all along the way, all along the way. Oh, I've had too many romances. Oh, yeah. Can we say goodbye? One last time, hold me tight in the moonlight. Oh, all these bits and pieces fall apart, and then falling every day. Oh, I know myself all too well. I've played a role and I'm ashamed. Stay tonight, one last time in the moonlight. Stay tonight, one last time in the moonlight. Journey to end this way. I'll be your last to leave. Oh, all the things that you want me to change along. Change along the way. Stay tonight, one last time in the moonlight. Stay tonight, oh, in the moonlight. Stay tonight, oh, in the moonlight. Oh, and I've had so many good chances.
Woo!
I always get a kick out of like how like just like the guys are. I was thinking so funny. Yeah, that video was interesting. So I filmed it last fall. And it was at the end of September when I was jumping in that lake. So it was really cool. It was like my birthday weekend. And so it was just like my film crew came and they helped and made magic happen as usual. And then we all had cake.
Aw. Hilding says, "Hi, folks. Gotta find ways to have fun making money."
Yeah, exactly. You have to have fun while you're making money.
That's great. I usually try to watch all the videos before the podcast, but I didn't have time today to watch this one, and I am blown away by how great that was.
Oh my God!
You have a fantastic voice. That was excellent, and
You.
you can tell we were talking earlier about your theater and you have a musical theater background, and that's very obvious and present in your performance there in that
like
video.
yeah.
Really good, really dynamic. It really adds a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So,
yeah, it was a lot of fun to just kind of get into it. And that space, right? And that in that space is epic. So it's an old nun convent, and it's in the chapel of this really gorgeous, it's called the Mount Community Center in Peterborough, and it's stunning space. It's just phenomenal. And so, yeah, my film crew and the wonderful set decorating talented people of Northview Gardens, who I partnered with, who sponsored the entire the set that you see. They set up to, my vision was like a wedding was supposed to happen. And so they came in and did that entire thing. They donated it, and it was just fantastic. They made that. It was just, it's like that local businesses and partnering, right? So I got the dresses donated, like it was the Paradigm donates the time, and so it's really trying to make high quality art with the resources that we have in the community, and trying to showcase that outside of the community as well.
That's really great. It's really awesome when the community comes together to support you. That's when you feel the love, and
oh my God,
you get people behind you, right?
Every time we do these major projects, I sit on set or I just have a moment of reflection, and I get tears in my eyes thinking about just how people care. And I'm showing that. I try to show that love in all the things that I do, and just having that reciprocated is just, when you're working on something really cool and you have this vision and other people come together and they're like, yeah, let's try to make it happen. And then you make it happen. It's like it's the coolest thing ever.
Right on. Oh, that's great. I love your energy.
You can't do these things alone. You just can't do these major projects alone. And so just getting the right crew to help you bring these visions to life is just like so awesome. Yeah.
Great. So you were saying you also have a fashion line that you're working on these days.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about the inspiration of your fashion line? And I know in the little pre-chat, I saw a sample.
Yeah.
So maybe you can show that off here in a minute as well.
Yeah. So, kind of like going along the line of authenticity and stepping into your authentic self, I really didn't identify with just like the normal merch t-shirt logo printed on a t-shirt. I really didn't buy into that. And I love thrifting. I'm always out thrifting and just trying to find those gems within the sea of different things, right? And so I think that I didn't want to just do normal t-shirts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thrift my merch line, and it's going to be story based. What I was thinking, for example, this jacket was thrifted. Did someone have the best day of their life in this jacket? Did someone have the worst day of their life in this jacket? So what I'm going to do is thrift really cool pieces and augment them a little bit. And put my own little flair on them. I'm going to also have jewelry, different things that people can just feel really authentic and take that memory with them from the show and different things like that. So
let's see the hat.
Here is my prototype for my first merch line. So my merch line is called Fashionable Disaster. So if you're going to be a disaster, you might as well be fashionable. And so I've augmented this hat. I did this all myself. And I saw this hat, kind of this same kind of thing in Mexico. It was like $300. And I was like, what? That's insane. I can make this and I can bring this kind of fashion to my fans and to just people who love that kind of authenticity. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So kind of reminds me, this reminds me, I don't know if you ever saw that Banksy Does New York movie.
No.
Near the end of it, he's going through New York doing all these different pieces. I'm sure you know Banksy. And one of his pieces each day was being discovered. And one of them was, he bought a painting from a thrift store. And it was one of those like cheesy Ducks Unlimited paintings, just of like a landscape. And what he did, it was like of a lake. And what he did was he drew a bench with Hitler like staring out at the lake. And he called it the banality of evil. And then he donated it back to the thrift store. And when it was discovered, it was in the front window of the thrift store. And it wound up selling for like $150,000. And all that money went to the thrift store, which was a charity for homelessness in New York City.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Well,
yeah. And just kind of living, like doing really cool, authentic things like that. So just helping other people feel that way too. I think just my story and stepping out of that kind of box and comfort zone has inspired some other people to do so as well, which is cool. A few people have told me that, they've either gone for a job promotion or things like that because of something they've seen or a story. They thought of me. So I think that's really, really cool. And people are just hearing about my story and stepping out of their own comfort zones. And I just really want to inspire people to do that.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, that's all you can really want to do as a musician is to like touch people and connect, right? That's the ultimate dream,
Well, I just want people to know that they can do whatever they want to do, like whatever they're thinking about, whatever they're scared of. Literally, I was scared of myself for like a good 15 years. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're like, wait a minute, I have to live with myself forever. So I might as well like do what I want to do and live that way. So,
it's my theory that if something is scary or uncomfortable, that's actually what you need to do.
You figure it out. You're like the what if.
Yeah. Right on.
Oh my God. I'm so much happier. I almost died of depression. Okay. Like this was, you know what I mean? Like that's serious stuff. Well, so when you're like denying, and then you get really sick because you're like, oh, I know I can do this. Right. Mine was really situational. Mm-hmm. And then I stepped outside of that and I said, wait a second, I love myself. I want to rebuild myself to this person I'm very proud of, that my parents can be proud of, that my, family can be proud, all this stuff. And just that other people can connect to in a really genuine way and just kind of spread this message that other people can be whatever they want to be too.
Oh, that's so inspiring. I just want to remind everyone who's watching that if you feel like leaving a comment or a question there in the chat, I'll bring it up and you can have your question or comment answered. And yeah, we've still got just a few more minutes left here before we move forward. So let's talk a little bit about like what the future holds. Where do you see the music taking you? What are your goals? What's happening?
Yeah, so recently the music that I've been making just feels so right and so good, and just I'm really proud of it. So that was like my number one goal, is just to kind of make music that I can be really proud of. That's sonically just me. So that's kind of where I've gotten to, and kind of where I want to take that music is I want to be able to compete in the Canadian music market, and I want to try and get some traction just touring, meeting people, telling my story, and doing some really cool things along the way. And also integrating that in a lot of film as well. I really like writing songs for film. because I find I genre bend a lot. And so I think that really applies well to film. So really doing a lot of film and music, and then focusing on my recording career as well.
Great. And just before we're going to watch this Fine video from your electronic music project. Just before we do that, though, you had a little friend in the room with you, a little chihuahua. You want to grab him to say hi?
Darby! I think she went to bed, but I have
I see a kitty there too, maybe.
There is a kitty. I have a kitty, and I have a big chihuahua. She's right
there. Oh, damn. Wow. Oh.
I call it my zoo.
Aw. So cute.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to finish off here by watching Help.
Bye, everyone. You can find me at sarahjayneriley.com. SarahJayneRiley.com.
I guess I should, do my closing remarks that I usually do in every podcast, but because I'm so scattered. Hilding says he loves your range. So there you go.
Thank you. Yeah. That's I started out in musical theater and jazz. So that's where that big range comes from, and was really honed in, trying to get in those notes.
Yeah. So, and my name is Adam Zonis. I'm part of the duo Zonis with my wife. We do tour and play shows. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I have this weekly podcast, which I'll be doing until the end of May, until I go on tour all summer. We've got some travel videos on our YouTube channel, as well as a whole bunch of new content coming out within the next few months. So please subscribe if you like the show. And thanks again to Sarah Jayne. And let's watch Fine. Present. There we go. And play.
Help me, I'm already know why they bringing me down. They don't know where to go, but I break down. I'm a stronger hold. That was once a girl that was made of gold. Now I see through the dust, leave me broken here. I'm made of rust. Help me, I fear the worst. Let it burn right down. Can you feel the hurt? Help me, I can't get through, can't find my way, don't see the truth. And they know I'm so exposed, my chest is bare, stolen all my clothes.
Damn. Wow. That was awesome. Trevor says, yeah, Sarah Jayne, what a cool project. I want to hear more.
There's another one. There is another video on YouTube you can check out.
Oh, well, go to her YouTube channel, hit subscribe, hit like, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, you know, all the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that video was fun to make. We did it in 2 different days. There was a hotel day, and then there was another day. I had a whole bunch of friends come out to do that really cool shot that you see where I'm getting into the car. Show place, donated the stage and stuff like that. And yeah, that bath was actually milk. It was really gross and weird.
Are you
really gross and weird?
Are you part of the storyboarding process of these videos? Like you're actively?
Yeah, I helped produce them. Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
The
Okay,
video was my friend Michael's idea. It's based on the Japanese theory that everyone has 3 masks: one that they show to the world, one that they only show to close friends and family, and one that they never show to anyone. And so that's the one that is in the hotel that is really struggling with being an artist and giving yourself in this way to the world in this public way, and then having to experience that as you may, you know, experience when you're out after a show and people kind of come up to you and they're like, oh, you know, they think they own a bit of you, which in a way, you know, they do in a way, but it can kind of cross boundaries sometimes. And yeah, so that's kind of what that music video kind of represents, is that artist struggle and that theory of the 3 masks.
Do you produce and direct other people's videos by chance? Is that something you're pursuing?
Yeah, so me and my team, we do all that stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, sounds like I need to take a trip to Peterborough sometime.
Like you do. Come visit. We'll make something really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Well, maybe next year I could play at like the Peterborough Folk Fest or something like that. You know.
Yeah, do it.
Out of it, you know, something silly like that. Yeah.
We'll do it.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah Jayne Riley.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
You're wonderful. Have a great sleep.
Tuning in.
See you in the future.
Bye.